what is the formula for Snell's law? N1 sin I is equals to N2 sin I. Today we will be going to learn what is meant by critical angle. What is meant by critical angle? Let's see one medium here. Think that this is what is A medium, other one is rarer medium, other one is what? Denser medium. Okay. First one is rarer medium and this part is rarer medium. We already know that if any light ray is passing through the normal, what we understood that if any light ray is passing through normal, it gets undeviated. Means what? The refracted ray also passes through the normal. Understood? Now what we will do? We will consider one ray which is near to the normal. Consider for assume that it is our 10 degrees. Okay. And the incident ray from where to where it is passing, this ray is passing from a denser medium to rarer medium. We have already seen that if a ray is passing from denser medium to rarer medium, what will happen? It will bend away from the normal. So the refracted ray will be away from the normal. Now what I will do? I will increase the angle of incidence. So think that here at somewhat at 40 degrees I have made an angle. So here the incident ray it is making an angle with the normal of 40 degrees. Now what will happen to the refracted ray? Again this refracted ray bends away from the normal. Yes. So if it goes on increasing the angle of incidence, such that at some angle of incidence, if that is our angle of incidence, at some angle of incidence, what we can observe that the refracted ray grazes through the interface. Grazes through the interface means what? It will pass through the interface. Understood? At some angle of incidence, the incident ray, what the incident ray is, due to that angle of incidence, what we can observe that this refracted ray grazes through the interface or passes through the interface. That angle of incidence is called as critical angle. What is meant by critical angle? The angle of incidence at which the refracted ray grazes through the interface is called as angle of incidence. What will be the angle of refraction? Angle of refraction means what? Angle between the refracted ray and the normal. This is our normal, this is our angle of refraction. So angle of refraction will be how much? So what we can say that at angle of incidence, if the angle of incidence is at critical angle, the refracted angle will be how much? Refracted angle will be 90 degrees. Understood what is meant by critical angle? The angle of incidence. The angle of incidence at which the refracted ray grazes through the interface is called as critical angle. There the angle of refraction will be 90 degrees. Understood up to here? So here think that denser medium is acting as N1, refractive index N1 and rarer medium is acting as N2. Now what will be our N1 by N2? N1 by N2 will be greater than 1. Why it is greater than 1? It is a denser medium, so refractive index will be more. Rarer medium, refractive index will be more. More value by less value will be what? Will be getting what? Greater than 1 only. So here N1 by N2 will be greater than 1. What is Snell's law? N1 sin I is equals to N2 sin I. So N1 by N2 is equals to what? Sin R by sin I. Sin R by sin I only. So here N1 by N2 is greater than 1 is what you can say sin R by sin I will also be greater than 1. Why? Because N1 by N2 is greater than 1, it is equal to sin R by sin I, so it will be also what? Greater than 1. Right? So here, you substitute that formula here. N1 by N2 is equal to sin I by sin R. Okay. Now at critical angle, what we can say, as I said, angle of incidence is equal to critical angle and angle of refraction will be how much? 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So what I will write? N1 by N2 is equal to sin C by sin 90 degrees. N1 by N2 is equal to sin C by sin 90. N1 by N2 is equal to sin C by sin 90. We already know that sin 90 value how much? 1. Okay. So here is what? Sin R by sin I. Okay. Sin R by sin I. Sin R is how much? 90 degrees. Sin I is what? Sin C. Okay. Sin 90 is what? 1. So N1 by N2 is equals to 1 by sin C. N1 by N2 is equals to 1 by sin C. Sin C is equals to what we can write n2 by n1, n2 by n1, or we can write, already we have seen about relative refractive index, n1 by n2 is nothing but n12. What does it tell us about refractive index of denser medium with respect to rarer medium? So n12. For n2 by n1, what, how can I write n21, n21, okay, n21. So here, how can I write this one? Sin C is equals to n21 or 1 by n12. Understood? Okay, so what we can notice, n1 by n2 is equals to sin r by sin C. n1 by n2 is equal to sin r is how much? R is 90 degrees. I is what? Critical angle. Sin 90 by sin C. n1 by n2 is equals to 1 by sin C. And sin C is equals to n2 by n1. So here sin C is equals to 1 by n12. So understood what is meant by critical angle? Critical angle is nothing but the angle of incidence that means the refracted ray grazes through the interface. Then when you call it as PIR, PIR means what? Total internal reflection. PIR means what? Total internal reflection. Now as I said, at some angle of incidence the refracted ray grazes through the interface. Even after that also if you increase the angle of incidence, this is what? This is our angle of critical angle. Even after critical angle if you increase the angle of incidence, think that one more ray. Okay, one more incident ray which is whose angle is greater than the critical angle. Now what will happen to the refracted ray? There will not be any what is the refraction ray. Whatever the ray is there, it will reflect back into the same medium from which the incident ray has started. So this is what this reflect. There will be no refraction. There will be reflection. Why? Because whatever the incident ray is coming in one medium into the same medium, the reflected ray is passing back. That is called as total internal reflection. Total internal reflection inside itself it is getting reflected. So when we can observe total internal reflection, if the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, if the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, what we can observe that whatever the refracted ray is, there will not be a refracted ray, there will be only reflected ray. When the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, then whatever the ray is, it will reflect back into the same medium from which the incident ray has started. Understood what is meant by critical angle? What is meant by total internal reflection? Okay, let's see some examples about total internal reflection. What is that optical illusion? See, in the summertime, you are walking on a road at afternoon time, very hot, right? So from a far distance, if you observe the road, it appears that water is present on the road. I think everyone has observed it. During summertime at 12 o'clock when you are walking on the road, if you observe from a far distance on the road, we feel that water is present on the road. But actually, if we go there, we cannot find any water. That is an example for mirage. So mirage is what? It's an optical illusion. We feel that water is present on the road, but when we get there, we will not find any water. That is called as mirage. Understood? Mirage is an optical illusion. How mirage occurs? Think that this is the ground, okay, ground, and there is a tree. Okay, during summertime what will happen? Whatever the water vapor is there near to the road, whatever the water vapor which is present near to the road, what will happen? It warms up during summertime, and what will happen? It moves to the altitude, towards height, to the atmosphere. So what we can observe that at higher altitude, its density will be more. Why the density? Air density will be more. So whatever the air is present near to the surface, what will happen? It gets vaporized, means what? It gets heated up. Warm air vapor. What will happen? It will enter into higher altitude. So here, as the height increases, what we can observe that its temperature is decreasing. At higher altitude, its temperature will be there, and more water vapor content will be present at higher altitude. So here, the higher altitude will act as a denser medium. As it goes on, decreases our altitude, we can say that a lower region will act as a rarer medium. So if you observe this part, what we can say that Mirage is an example for variation of refractive index or refractive mediums. If you observe that, as the air moves upward this word, if you compare in this region with this, it will act as a denser medium, it will act as a rarer medium. If you observe this part with this part will act as a rarer medium, it will act as a denser medium. So there is a variation of refractive index because there is a variation of what? Mediums. Continuous variation of refraction will take place where in this region. So think that there is a light ray coming from this. Okay, this is act as a denser medium, it acts as a rarer medium. If you draw a normal, what will happen? Moves away from the normal. Okay, and this will act as a denser medium, it will act as a rarer medium. If you draw a normal, what will happen? It will move away from the normal. Okay, and if you draw a normal here, what we can observe that it moves away from the normal. Now here, at some point, we can observe that here whatever the ray is here, there its angle will become greater than the critical angle. Where at some point of time, as the light ray goes on refraction, at some point of the area in the atmosphere, what we can observe that whatever the incident ray is here, its angle will become greater than the critical angle. So what will happen to greater than the critical angle? What is that? Total internal reflection takes place. So, if you are standing here, think that you are standing here. Okay, you are standing here, and for us, what it appears that, think that water light is coming from the clouds. Before us, it appears that water is present on the lamp, but it is not the water, it is the reflection of the clouds. Okay, at the same time, you can observe that there is a reflection of the tree on the ground. Why? Due to what? Due to the total internal reflection occurring. Okay, so mirage is what? Mirage is an optical illusion which we feel that water is present in that area, but when you go to that place, we will not find any water. So it is an optical illusion, and it is an example for total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. Okay, see one more example. Next one is what? Application of total internal reflection. You can say diamond. Diamond also comes under total internal reflection. If you observe the diamond, if you observe the critical angle, its critical angle is 24.4 degrees. So its critical angle is very less. Due to that, what will happen? Whatever the diamond is there, once the light ray enter into the diamond. Once the light ray enter into the diamond, what I said, its critical angle is very less. Due to that, what will happen? This light ray will not get refracted. Instead of that, what will happen? It gets reflected inside the diamond. Due to that reason only, diamond always shines. Why diamond always shines? Due to total internal reflection. Whatever the light ray that enters into the diamond, what will happen to the light ray? There will be a continuous reflection of light ray inside the diamond. So we can say that diamond is also an example for total internal reflection. Okay. Next one is what? Next one is optical fiber. Optical fiber. Okay. Optical fiber. Now, optical fiber is nothing but it's a bunch of light pipe. Okay, you can simply say it's a bunch of light pipes. It's nothing but its fiber is made of what? Either this pipe is made of glass or plastic. And if you observe the diameter of the pipe, it is very small, micrometer. It is what? 10 to the power of -6 meter. So we can guess how small the optical fiber is. Understood? So optical fiber is nothing but it's a bunch of light pipe. We can say that it is made of glass or plastic whose diameter is what? 10 to the power of -6 meter. Now where we will be using this optical fiber? We will be using that optical fiber. This optical fiber will be used by the doctors to see what? To see the internal organism like organs like intestine. Doctors cannot see the intestine, right, with his naked eye by seeing his body. So what they will do? They will send this optical fiber into our body through our mouth. Okay. So it is the optical fiber. What to do is, they will be sending one light ray. They will be sending the light ray whose angle is greater than the critical angle. Greater than critical angle is what? Total internal reflection takes place. So whatever light ray goes inside, it will illuminate that organism inside the body. So two optical fiber will be sent into our body through our mouth. So one optical fiber, what it will do? It will illuminate that region. Okay, and the other optical fiber will display that onto a screen. In that way, the doctor will be seeing what is happening inside the human body. At the same time, optical fiber is also used for communications. Optical fiber also used for communication. Almost nearly 22,000 signals. 2000 signals along with the light ray can be sent by using this optical fiber. So these are the important applications of total internal reflection. What is our Mirage diamond optical fiber. I hope everyone understood today's class. It's a very important concept. Those who have liked my video, please share my video to your friends. At the same time, who have missed my previous videos, you can watch my video in my YouTube channel MSS Study Cloud, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.